Okay, good morning, everyone. We're going to have a new story for today. So listen carefully because at the end of the lesson, I'm going to ask you some questions. So are you ready? I'm going to read first. The woodcutter lived in a small village on the river bank. He used to cut the trees on the river in the riverbank every day and sell them in the village. So this is the woodcutter. One day, while cutting a tree, the woodcutter or the woodman dropped the axe in the river. This is the axe. Okay. The axe fell into the water. The woodcutter immediately searched but could not see the axe. He sat down on the river bank and started crying. He said, "Dear God, I dropped my axe in the water. It was my only source of livelihood. Please help me, God. Please give me back my axe back." And then he searched on the water, but he could not find the iron axe. The woodcutter saw the god fairy rising from the river. He heard the woodman's or the woodcutter prayer and went back to the river to find the axe. He came back with gold axe and asked the woodman, "Is this your axe?" The woodman refused. Okay, this is the gold axe. Okay, so we call it axe. Okay, this is the wood cutter, and this is the fairy. All right, all right. Next one. So the first axe that the fairy gave is gold. Okay, was gold. It was gold. Okay, remember it is gold. Okay, gold one. So okay, let's continue. The fairy went back in the inn and got a silver axe. "Is this your axe?" The woodman refused again. So this is the second one. The second one, silver. It's a silver axe. So the woodman refused. He said, "No, it's not my axe." So the second axe is silver. Okay. The first one is gold and the second one is silver. All right, the third time fairy returned with an iron axe. The woodman or the woodcutter took his axe happily and refused thanked the fairy. So the third one is the iron. Oh, it's not here. Iron axe. It's an iron axe. Okay, that's the woodcutter axe, the iron. So he is very happy and refused thanked the fairy. The woodman went home happily. Soon village heard about his good fortune story. So the fairy gave the two axes, like the gold and silver, and his iron axe. So she's very happy to went back home. Okay, because he is an honest woodcutter. So the moral lesson of the story is honesty is the best policy. So we're going to read again from the start. So we're going to read again from the start. Okay. A woodcutter lived in a small village on the river bank. He used to cut the trees on the river bank every day and sell them in the village. One day, while cutting a tree, the woodman dropped the axe in the river. The axe fell into the water. The woodcutter immediately searched but could not see the axe. He sat down on the river bank and started crying. He said, "Dear God, I dropped my axe in the water. It was my only source of livelihood. Please help me. God, please give me back my axe back." Then he searched again, but he couldn't find his axe. The woodcutter saw the god fairy rising from the river. He heard the woodsman's prayer and went back to the river to find the axe. He came back with a gold axe and asked, "Woodman, is this your axe?" The woodman or the woodcutter refused. The fairy went back in and got a silver axe. "Is this your axe?" The woodman refused again. The third time, the fairy returned with an iron axe, and the woodman took his axe happily and profusely thanked the fairy. The woodman went home happily. Soon, village heard about his good fortune story. So the moral lesson of this story, honesty is the best policy. So this is our vocabulary: title, setting, character, woodcutter, drop, river, fairy, search, source of livelihood, river bank, good fortune, profusely, honest, and axe. Okay, this is a dictionary. The title, what is the title? It's like this. Title is example of a title like the crow and the jar, the wolf and the house dog, the fox and the crow. Okay, this is only a sample of what is a title. And the next one is setting. What is a setting? Setting is a place. Setting is a place. All right. Character, the character of the story, like the rabbit and the tortoise. Okay. Okay. Next one, woodcutter. This is the woodcutter. Woodcutter. Drop, something that you drop, accidentally you drop. River. All right. Okay. Fairy. This is a fairy. Axe. Honest. Uh, this is only a gesture for being honest. Something like refusing something. Okay, so next one, we're going to have an exercise. You're going to answer what is the title of the, okay, wait. What is the title of the story? Who are the characters? You're going to give right here, or you can get a piece of paper and pen. Who are the characters? Give the setting of the story. Setting. Okay, another questions. Where did the woodcutter drop the axe? Where? What place in what place? What did the woodcutter do when the axe dropped? Who helped the woodcutter? What kind of axe does the woodcutter had? Did the fairy rewarded the woodcutter? Okay, so this is the vocabulary meaning. Title. What is a title? Title means the name given to something like as a book, a song, to identify or describe. Setting is where a story or event takes place. Character is a person, animal, being, creature, or thing in a story. Woodcutter, a person who cuts wood, especially as an occupation. To fall or to let fall. This is the drop means to fall or to let fall, often by accident. Fairy, an imaginary magical creature who has the form of a human being. Okay, so all right. To next one, axe. Oh, not yet finished. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, again. Okay, let's continue. Search. To carefully look for someone or something. Riverbank is the land above the edge of a river. Next one. Okay, axe, a tool has a heavy head with a sharp edge fixed to handle and is used for chopping and splitting wood. Good fortune, what happens to a person, good or bad luck, profusely, given or giving generously, honest, free or deceit, and untruthfulness, and sincere. All right, next one. Okay, practice. Let's practice. Okay, we have an. This is a multiple choice. You're going to answer one, two, three, four, until you need to circle the correct answer. Okay. Until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's it. So you're going to answer it. All right, so you have to put it in your notebook or a piece of paper, okay, and circle the correct answer. All right. Okay, so that's it. Okay, thank you for your cooperation, and please answer it every exercises. Thank you.